We have animals born on our homestead. I mean, check that off the list. That's one of our goals. Zeke, you're a father, Zeke, you're a father. Last year there was a local farm going out of business, and we went over there thinking that we were only going to buy our 2 steers, but we ended up buying our 2 steers and a breeding pair of Kunes. Hey, buddy. Hello.
Alright, we're on our way home.
We did it.
We got him.
Guys, these are registered Kunes that we bought. We're gonna be having babies soon. Now, initially we thought that our Kunes were already bred. Well, that was not the case. So the entire year we thought, are they gonna have babies? Are they not gonna have babies? Like, what's going on? You know, back in the 70s, the Kune was almost extinct, but people brought them back, and now I think they're becoming pretty popular. Throughout the whole year, we would go back and forth of wanting to sell them or putting them in our freezer. Still no babies yet with these 2, and honestly, I'm thinking we're gonna sell them. Maybe she's in heat. Maybe.
Zeke. Aw, come on.
Are you pregnant, girl? Big girl. Big girl. I just built her a new pig shelter so she can have her babies, and she's already sleeping in it. We're on countdown baby watch with our Kune pig, and she's gonna be born or have babies in 2 days, we're thinking.
The last time that we knew 100% that she was in heat was November 19th. The gestation for Kunes is 116 or 19 days. So that puts her at March 14th.
Of course, it was warmed up there for a minute, but then this week it's supposed to be getting down in 20s.
Yeah, this is the coldest week. I'm like, don't have your babies this week. It's so cold.
So there's a bar there to kind of hold the babies so they won't get crushed. They could possibly get crushed by her, not on purpose, but there's a bar I could put.
Now that I've been like watching more videos and looking more into it, I'm like, well, I think she needs one. I'm nervous now.
Almost to the exact date of when Lorraine said, hey, I think they're gonna be born this date. They ended up being born the next day after that. And of course, we weren't home when those piglets were born. You know, we were at our friend's Bree's helping her with her garden, and then when we came home, we were like, oh my gosh, we have piglets. They all looked happy, healthy. And we were just trying not to freak out. We're a little concerned with the babies, and something I've put off and I thought I was gonna get to today, but they're here already. I wanted to put a guardrail up. I added a lip in the entryway here so that way the little piggies can't escape. We're just staring at them now. We're trying not to get too close because we feel like it disturbs them. We just want to be safe. Here, I don't know if they need this crush rail or not, but I figured it wouldn't hurt. We made it through the first night with our new Elvira piglets.
gave her a little bit of our yogurt and some milk and 2 eggs in addition to her breakfast.
She had 8 piglets, all healthy. None of them has died. They all look fine. And this is our first birth on our homestead ever. So it looks like I made this shelter just in time. And we have good news today. The power company just installed our meter. Now this property is a horse property, so everything's really high. I'm assuming because the horses won't chew on it. Turn this on. All right, we've got power. I'm really curious to see that one. That's a giant light. I'm pretty sure that's gonna make my electricity bill pretty high. Elvira's been coming out, you know, whenever she's hungry, whenever she needs water, and then she goes right back in there to nurse her babies. We moved the heat lamp to the middle of the shelter. I felt like it was just better there. They weren't really going over here, and they just don't want to be away from mama, so I just have one right in the middle to hopefully warm them up a little bit. Zeke! Almost lost faith in you, Zeke. Almost. I knew you could do it, buddy. I knew you could do it. Where there's life, there's death. It's day 3 with the piglets, and we believe one of them got crushed. They're liking that sun. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 piglets, and we have 8. Lorraine also started seeing them venture out. One of them got out past that little lip I made.
Is it Dad?
Yeah, it looked like this one got crushed by mama, which I was afraid of. I mean, I've heard of those things happening, and you try to be cautious, but you know, you can't be in here 24/7 watching them. These ones still seem fine. All right. We had that crush rail right here, but we noticed that she does favor this side for some reason, that she's always leaning on this side. Maybe because that's there, I don't know, so I'm gonna move this on this side. Maybe there needs to be two rails, but then it makes this pretty narrow in here. I think they are doing pretty good. They're feisty. This one's feisty. This one, it's all right. So in the last 3 days, they have grown a lot. And they just kind of huddle together. We're just going to continue to monitor them, but man, it's been an exciting last few days. What about you?
Some raw milk, 2 eggs, sometimes some yogurt, and then a little bit of colostrum in there. I'm hoping that'll kind of help her eye. And then I've got some fruits and vegetables to give her.
She still has an eye infection that we've been trying to take care of with some colloidal silver. and just kind of monitoring that and giving her some crushed garlic, apple cider vinegar.
I don't know if it's necessarily an eye infection, but she had a goopy eye, and it only seems like it's in the morning. So I wiped it a couple of weeks ago. This was like way before she had her babies, and then sprayed colloidal silver, and the next day it was gone. Like no redness, no puffiness, it was gone. It was perfectly fine. So I continued that for a little bit, and then I stopped giving her the colloidal silver because her eye was fine. And then once she had her babies, that's when it kind of seemed like it came back a little bit. So I don't know if just her body's, you know, dealing with a lot of healing, and that's the last thing it wants to work on. So
I was curious to see what Zeke would do now that the piglets were born, but he doesn't seem to care. He's not going crazy and trying to get over there, trying to break the fence or anything like that. He's just being Zeke. As long as he's getting fed, huh, Zeke? This one's trying to escape.
that's a girl. So these two black and white ones, are girls. That one's a girl. So this one, and so I just need to check one more back here. And that's a boy. So what did I say? 3 girls?
Yeah. 3 girls?
3 girls and 4 boys.
3 girls and 4 boys.
Seems like the boys are, was that a boy or girl? The boys seem, it's a boy. They seem a little thicker. It's like,
yeah, this one seems big right here. This is a feisty thing. Look at this thing. It's all right. Now on second thought, maybe the crush rail is not such a good idea. Well, first of all, we already lost one of her crushing a piglet. And now that I put that new one there, she's trying to get in it.
She's eating something.
Elvira.
Maybe if you start drilling, the little piglets will move out of the way. They're trying to nurse on her, but I was worried she was going to crush them because seeing her get into that crush rail was weird. I think it's just better if we just don't have a crush rail at all. I mean, we could have left it on the other side, but they weren't using it.
She found her placenta, so that's what she's eating, which is normal. I just didn't think she would eat it 3 days later. It's all right. It's all right. He's got little waddles.
Oh,
let me see, let me see.
I wanted to see which ones had waddles and which ones didn't. I want to say only one of them had waddles. Like, I can put animals out for food, like we just, you know, butchered our cow, but like when a piglet dies, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so sad. Like, it's just the saddest thing. And I'm so worried she's gonna crush another one. But I guess, you know, if you've had a lot of piglets born on your farm, you're just used to it. That's just something that you just know is gonna happen.
Yeah, I think so.
The most nerve-wracking thing to watch.
I know. It's like we want to be here like 24/7 looking at her like, is she gonna lay on the pigs or not?
Plus, I'm worried. I'm so worried. I've been worried since she's had them, but now there's like new things to worry about. Like, they're wandering. They're more mobile now. So we caught one out earlier and just hopped this little rail. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna get out.
It's always been a goal of ours to have animals born on our homestead. And that's just never happened. Not even chickens. We never hatched chickens before. So it's been a pretty exciting last few days here of just babies being born, which is awesome. And then we just got our new chickens, our meat chickens, 75 of them. And this, like what I said before in the previous video, once we get those chickens, it's go time. And that's what everything seems to happen after that. Unfortunately, we did lose one, but hopefully that will be it. And we're gonna continue monitoring, and hopefully the rest will be happy, healthy, and strong pigs. Well, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna continue to move along here, and we'll see you guys on the next time, on the next one. Yeah.